And the story riveting the nation and much of the world, the unprecedented conviction of a former president.
For the first time in American history,
we really do need a new word for unprecedented.
Former President Trump vows to appeal his historic guilty conviction.
A presidential candidate found guilty on 34 counts is clearly unlike anything we've ever seen.
Trump's conviction is a first, the clean sweep, guilty on all 34 counts, an especially strong vindication of the New York DA's case. And it is one that all news viewers and citizens and people around the world are actually hearing and absorbing as one fact. People can have different reactions to this legal fact, but unlike so many other civic and political feuds that devolved into competing claims almost from the start, there's only one legal outcome here, an outcome that is sinking in, no matter what one's views of the defendant are, and no matter where you get your information, from your phone or the internet or newspapers or TV news, where May 30th, 2024 played out with the same big verdict news, no matter which station you watch. To that end, as we begin this new week, tonight we're going to do something a little different. We're going to air how this news broke across different channels. And I'll tell you up front, the focus here is not to promote other channels or just re-air our own, but rather with an attempted independent mindset to just see together for a few moments how this broke for the many millions of Americans watching across the different channels. So right now, first, here's how the verdict news broke on Fox and CNN.
There are guilty verdicts from our producer inside. We're hearing guilty on 1 through 5. 1 through 12, we have now 13, 14 guilty. 15 guilty. We're up to 18 counts, 19 guilty. Remember, we have 34 here, 20 guilty. We are now 24 counts in, all guilty from inside. This is what we are hearing from our producers, up to 26 guilty.
Count 27, guilty, another felony charge, falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 28, guilty, another felony charge, falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 29, guilty, felony charge, falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 30, guilty, felony charge, falsifying business records. Count 31, guilty, falsifying business records in the first degree. Count 32, guilty, falsifying business records in the first degree. Only 2 counts left. Count 33, former President Donald Trump found guilty, falsifying business records. Count 34.
Guilty. And that was big news. At MSNBC, we had our teams working together at the courthouse and in our newsroom. And during the jury deliberations, there was no way to know if there would be a hung jury, no agreement, or whether they'd hit a unanimous verdict. So when the jury said it had a verdict, which was just moments before its scheduled adjournment on Thursday, that changed everything. Everything went into motion, but of course, still no one knew what they had decided yet. So as the jury foreperson spoke in real time, we were still waiting to learn. It could have been 34 not guilties. It could have been a split, depending on the counts. Some involved Trump's own signature, for example. Others had documents that he did not himself create. So you could have had guilty on some and not guilty on other counts. Unlike other breaking news where reporters first confirm a fact and then go share it, we were all getting that same new information and those facts in real time. We just aired that moment from CNN and Fox. Now, here tonight is how that news broke on MSNBC.
We've got a verdict. Ari Melber.
We are looking at count 1, guilty. Count 2, guilty. Count 3, guilty. Count 4, guilty. Count 5, guilty. Those are the first 5 counts coming out of this jury finding Donald J. Trump guilty on the first 5 felony counts. Reading the rest as we are getting it from our court reporters.
Starting with count 6.
Count 6, guilty. Count 7, guilty. Count 8, guilty. And you'll see on the screen we're tracking ahead. Count 9, guilty. Count 10, guilty. Count 11, guilty. Count 12, guilty. Count 13, guilty. Count 14, guilty. Count 16, guilty. Count 17, guilty. Count 18, guilty. Count 19, guilty. Count 20, guilty. Count 21, guilty. Count 22, guilty. Count 23, guilty. Count 24, guilty. Count 25, guilty. Count 26, guilty. Count 27, we're seeing that on screen, guilty. Count 28, guilty. Those are the first 28 felony counts here as read by the jury. Count 29, guilty. Count 30, guilty. Count 31, guilty. Count 32, guilty. Count 33 and 34, guilty. That is Donald J. Trump, defendant in New York versus Donald Trump, found guilty on all 34 felony counts. That is the verdict here in this case.
Rachel?
Listen, it's a unanimous jury verdict, unanimous on all counts. This is a definitive and, this is an irreducible verdict. He can appeal. I'm sure he will appeal. But this is everything that the prosecution asked for.
Everything they asked for and sought and proved to this jury. Definitive, unanimous, and many Americans view the result as both legitimate. This is our process, and we've been told from the beginning of our civics classes through all of our public life, you have to respect a jury verdict. It's not whether you personally agree with it or what you might have done, but you respect the rule of law. And the jury verdict, that's legitimate. And then the fact that we're in the strange situation we're in, people find it concerning that of all the people available, why would one party insist on running a convicted felon? Which makes sense as a question that's percolating as we begin the new week. Half of independent voters think Trump should now end his presidential bid, that Republicans should offer a better non-felon candidate. It is the kind of low bar that almost sounds a little odd to say out loud. It also reflects the extremism that dominates today's Republican Party. To put it another way, there are indications that President Biden is a beatable incumbent. There are indications that a non-felon candidate would have a better shot, be in a better position to beat him. But in today's Republican Party, rallying around this now convicted felon, that comes before what you would traditionally call a party's own self-interest and a political party's only purpose, which is to run people with the best shot of winning to get into office to represent their views, as opposed to other people who may not win. And that's before you get to what's best for the country or what it means to support law and order or all the other things that for many, many years we have been told are the baseline requirements. Just as so many Republicans also minimize or join Donald Trump's attacks on his 2020 loss, a process that has led to some of its own crimes, some convicted against others, some that Trump stands as a defendant in those other cases. So that's where we are. And while it may be a low bar to discuss whether or not we want felons to be eligible for or potentially win the highest office in the land, it's also a low bar to make sure we all understand that what you just watched, what millions of people watched across all those channels on Thursday, is the same reality. There's no debating what happened here. There's no debating how high a burden it is, how high a bar it is, how hard it is to convict someone in criminal court. We talked a lot about that leading up into this. So we all have the same facts here today, starting a new week, about this convicted felon still running for office. What do we do with them?